Alright. And we are back for Mega Man 6. So yeah, we're back, so when you guys are ready. We're back, so
Well, hi.
when you guys are ready.
How's it going?
Well, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
We're back.
We're back, yeah. So we're gonna do a race here for you guys. All right. So if we're ready to go, I guess Orsa, you could probably count us off.
Sure.
I guess tell us something to reset though.
Yeah, right.
Wait, I guess we don't. I can just hit start whenever. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll count you guys down from 3 on go. Does that work?
Yeah.
Can you give us 5?
5. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
All right, 5 on go then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, guys.
My hands are still cold. So this is gonna be interesting.
Be fine.
The perfect stage for your hands to be cold.
Absolutely. Windman stage is one of the harder stages, honestly.
Yeah, so in the past like 5 or 6 years, this game's gone back and forth a couple times on what the fastest first stage is. It's eventually settled on wind here. The weapons don't save too much time, and the boss fight with the weakness is the slowest one in the game, so wind is good here. It's just a hard stage is all to start out with.
Super.
Go.
Yeah, so the thing about Mega Man 6 to keep in mind is that unlike all of the other classic Mega Man games with a slide in them, you cannot jump out of your slide in this game. So in order to jump, you have to either cancel your slide by hitting back or jump again, or let it run out on its own by doing a full slide.
Get up there.
Weird. I couldn't. My slide didn't cancel in the clutch jump checkpoint room, so it died twice.
I babied it. I did a clutch jump on the safe one, and then I did the other one super slow. Which is really weird for me. I usually go for them, but whatever.
Yeah, so each of these pandas have 6 HP. These guys are a pretty big obstacle through this stage. So you need a full charge buster and then 3 lemons to take them all out. Or 6 lemons, whichever you prefer.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got the Windman fight. You can speed up the Windman fight a little bit by doing these kind of turn cancels in the fight. It speeds up your charge by 1 frame every time you do a turnaround. Nice dance buster.
Yeah, so ideally you want to be sliding as much as possible, sliding and canceling. But that's really, really hard to do.
Yeah, there's also a couple things you can do to speed up the end of the fight, depending on where you finish the fight at.
Mm-hmm.
If you finish the fight on the right wall, it does reduce lag for some reason. And you can also do a small slide cancel at the end. It despawns one of the bubbles from the boss exploding.
Yep. So we get less lag for it.
Yep.
You also want to kill a boss in the corner, if possible.
If you can.
Because it's on a timed fanfare. Rather than when the bubbles despawn. So we want to kill them in the corner so that there's fewer that spawn in the first place to reduce lag.
Yep. So from here on out, we're just going weakness order. So we'll go to wind and then flame next. Flame is my favorite stage in the game. It's really
It's a very
sweet,
good stage.
really fun, lots of cool movement.
Thanks, Roland.
Yeah, the thing you do want to be careful of here is you have these fire tallies that are going to drop flames down. If the flame hits an oil, it lights. And if you get hit by the lit oil, you will die. It is a one-shot, so you want to make sure you're either in iframes or just not letting it get lit at all, one or the other.
Oh yes, I got the spiny. trick.
Nice.
Nice. Get up there.
That was interesting.
Yeah, so
What's happening?
Windstorm has a pretty cool property to it that if it deals the finishing blow on an enemy, it'll carry him off the screen. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, normally I kill the guy with Buster, but I missed the last hit on him, so I had to panic swap to Wind a little bit early instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. They still have a hitbox or a hurt box when they're flying off screen, though, so you have to be a little bit
Yes.
careful about when you
Yes.
start moving and that you don't jump into them. Okay.
Had a mediocre fight.
Hmm.
I hit him pretty consistently, but he ended kind of near the middle. Eh.
Yeah, there's a little bit of randomness with that fight. You obviously want to be hitting Flame Man as soon as his invulnerability period runs out, but he has a tendency to do high jumps sometimes, so it's a little hard to chain them perfectly depending on what his pattern is.
Now, this is my favorite stage.
Oof.
Do I go for butter because I have no lives left? I think I have to.
Oh. Do I go for bomb skip because you have no lives left?
Oh man. Yeah, so there's two big tricks coming up here. Terrex is coming up on the first one here in a little bit. We call butter. He's coming up on a submarine room here where there's a submarine that's going up and down. And there's a cycle at the end that he wants to catch where there's spikes on the ceiling, so you need to get between the submarine and those spikes. But the submarine cycle starts as soon as you enter the screen, so your movement needs to be smooth as butter in order to get under the spikes here.
Oh, jeez. I messed it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
It's not
now
like...
I don't. Now I don't want to go
Yeah.
for bomb skip. Spooked.
Yeah.
Well, game over.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
I'll go for bomb skip because of that.
Guys are ridiculous.
I got it.
Yeah, so, okay. Terrex, you probably want to explain that one, right?
Maybe after Blizzard fight.
Okay. I'll explain Blizzard in the meantime. Blizzard is random. He can do one of three actions. He'll either ski forward, snowflakes, or he'll roll. He can't do the same action twice in a row, but we don't want to see rolls because he's invincible while he's rolling.
Okay, each roll, like the first roll loses 2 seconds, the ones after that lose a second each. Like if I remember right, anyway.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I am shaking.
Congrats.
Butter like really threw me off, and then I got
Yeah.
bomb skip after, so now I am absolutely gonna die to platforms. Bomb skip anyway, you slide off and those bombs have a subpixel that can appear underneath them. It's not guaranteed, which is why it's a stupid trick to go for, and I'm stupid for doing it every time, but I do it anyway. Because you can save 4 seconds by doing it. You basically slide off, and on that subpixel you have 4 frames that it's active that you can bounce off of. 3 of them are good ones and 1 of them is bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hit jump or slide, but jumping is more consistent, you will, as you saw, bounce off of it and just go straight into the boss gate.
Yeah, the bad one bounces you straight up, right?
Yeah,
if you jump.
If you
You
jump
slide,
on the
if you
first
jump.
frame,
Yes. Yeah.
then you go straight up the left side of the bomb, and you technically have a chance to get the bomb skip pixel again.
Yeah,
That's
but
my favorite. Yeah, alright, so Terrex is into Plant Man here. Got some good mashing on these gorillas. 6 Flame Blasts? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so need some good jump mash in there.
Flame Blast is very strong. It does 4 damage to basically every enemy in the game.
That was scary.
Whew. Yeah, so ideally, the devs intended you to be shooting these open and jumping off of them with Buster.
Okay.
But switching to Buster is obviously slower. So there is still time to jump off of them. You have a very small frame window to land on them and then jump again.
Yeah, you have 6 frames, and depending on if you're moving or standing, gives you a dead frame either like at the beginning or in the middle of it. So moving is the better option because of how that works. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm mad.
Oh, dang.
How did I miss that? That was the easy pattern.
Streamer?
Streamer.
I got the easiest pattern. Right wall, left run.
Yeah, so some of the bosses in this game have a weird quirk where how long they walk depends on their proximity to you. So because Terrex was standing in like the right pixel inside of Plant Man's hitbox, it sort of wraps around and makes him walk the maximum distance, which is really, really long.
Yeah, otherwise he would be putting up a barrier for every single attack and it'd be a much slower fight. So with that, I can just consistently hit him.
Yep.
Without much issue.
I did my bounce section really weird, so I just decided to take it safe.
Yeah, so the first 4 or so stages of this game are like a pretty serious gauntlet as far as getting runs going. Once you get into Tomahawk, it calms down a little bit, but it's still pretty technical even in this stage.
This is one of the harder classic games to speedrun.
Yes.
For sure. It's one of the easiest ones casually, like without a doubt, but trying to do everything fast in this with how slide cancels work and just everything makes it one of the harder ones. It's not Rockman and Forte though.
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah, Tomahawk's
so
a
as
pretty chill stage. Go ahead,
Yeah,
sorry.
as Ppotdot mentioned, Flame Blast is really good. Like it does 4 damage to pretty much everything. So Terrex is using it pretty much through the entire stage.
One
it's routed. It's routed pretty tightly here to leave you with hopefully 0 at the end of the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally I would have killed one of those ceiling walkers there, but I'm 1 short.
Yeah, Mega Man 6 is pretty low on drops overall, so it's fairly common to use all of your ammo in a stage and have 0 left.
Mm-hmm. Plant Barrier, everyone thinks is a bad weapon. This is actually the best weapon in the game. The only reason that it's bad is because they programmed it to only have 7 ammo. Otherwise, it like destroys everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't have too much ammo. And speaking of using all your ammo, you are forced to use all your ammo on this boss.
Yep.
7 hits, 7 ammo. Which can be scary, especially if you don't respect the iframes and it's like slightly early. Then you're gonna have to either switch to Buster or POW Suit or something to back it up.
Yeah, 6 has long iframes compared to most of the games in the series.
Yeah, it's a full second for the iframes in 6. Take that, Proto Man.
Oh, you had an extra drop?
Yeah, I got a small drop.
Bye, Frog Mini Boss.
Aw.
I know.
This guy doesn't even go bottom route for the fans.
I should have. But granted, I could be on PB pace right now, so I kind of don't want to.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm only 8
Shoutouts
seconds
to
behind
Baron.
right now,
Yeah, nice.
and I have a lot of
Really
time I
good.
can save later on.
Yeah, your run's been super good so far.
Slide. Slide chaining is impossible.
Yeah. So coming up here, we're going to be seeing our first rush adapter. We have both Jet and POW adapters in this game. Jet lets you fly, kind of. More hover than fly, I guess. You can kind of tap it to flutter, and you can kind of hold it to fly sort of more vertically. So that's Jet. We also have POW, which is useful for punching things and not much else. We'll be seeing it a little bit later.
I'd rather have power over Jet.
And it's
Big.
pretty good.
Power suit is great.
I'm not trying to disrespect
Yeah.
it. Punching things is good, but it just doesn't do much beyond that.
It looks cool. You can swag walk
Yeah.
through doors.
That's
like
true.
And you can swag punch through screen transitions.
I'm bad. I took a hit from Yamato.
Dang,
I
this
shouldn't
guy.
have.
Didn't realize I was racing against Fasta.
Yeah. For shame.
Watch me get hit by him now.
So Yamada Man, as Orsa mentioned earlier, most of the Robot Masters have this rule where they can't use the same action twice in a row, and Yamato is of course one of those. Nightman is the only one of the Robot Masters that doesn't have that rule.
Yeah.
But as far as Yamato Man goes, he only has 2 patterns, so if he ever does 2 things in a row, you know exactly what he's going to do next, and you can try to figure out like where you should be positioned because of it.
Yes.
It's an kind of an easy fight, but messing this up. Kind of an easy fight, but really fun because of that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool. Alright, so here's the infamous spike ceiling. There's lots of strats to get through here. Terrex is going to be going for a pause strat here. The spike ceiling continues to come down as you pause and unpause the game, so it gives you a little bit of room to get under there without having to do anything crazy. If your movement is sublime, like it has to be really, really good, you can get under there without pausing, but that's very tough.
If you do happen to do that, though, you want to swap to Jet to go up these
Yes.
ladders instead, which saves just a little bit of time. The only reason it wouldn't otherwise is because the menu in this game takes forever.
Right. It's the longest one in the series, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
I screwed up, Mad Nerds.
Ah.
It's because this run is actually on decent pace. That's why. That's how it always happens. I never get Mad Nerds
Yeah.
in a good run.
Ah. I almost got the spike ceiling. I
Yeah.
just didn't fire my last shot.
Yeah, there was no way I was getting it with how my movement was. My movement was terrible in that spot. I'm
Yeah,
losing
so-
like 5 seconds here.
So you'll be seeing the jet strat here then on Ppotdot screen. It looks like it should save much more than it actually does. Like you skip this entire room here, but like it's just the pause is so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, then as Terrex mentioned, Knight is the only one that kind of does.
Man, I
He's
was
not really
hoping.
beholden.
I was really, really hoping.
Oh, did he give you the jump, the correct jump?
Yeah, he threw first, but then he gave me the jump after that, and then he threw twice, but I didn't get the manipulation.
Aw.
So I was really hoping. Sorry not to interrupt yours.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, he's not really beholden to any particular pattern. He basically just does what he wants, but Terrex was hoping for something there where he can sort of throw his mace through the door and then just stand still. Kind of weird.
Yeah, if he jumps right in that spot that he was in, and then if you jump at the right time, the mace will track it outside, and then he no longer has anything to come back to work with, so he just stands there.
Yeah, so this first screen of Centaur here is pretty tough. There's 2 main tricks going on here. One of them is a very tight back damage boost to get hit by that Metroid and then land on the ledge as well. The other one is called Miracle Jump. Essentially, if you slide all the way to the ledge and then jump, you'll get water physics on your jump, so you'll jump really high and get hit. But if you cancel and then jump a little bit further from the ledge, you'll get a tiny jump and be able to get under the Metroid.
Oh, I went for
Dang.
Yeah, so I screwed up my movement in this room, and I was in a spot that I honestly didn't know how I was supposed to work with it, so I went for a backup that I just made up right there, and it should have worked, but I jumped a little too soon. That's okay, though. I gotta make the race interesting, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to catch up. Aw, I didn't get the slide off the edge. right up there.
So Beat is in this game, but he's useless. Compared to Mega Man 5.
Yeah, they nerfed him a little bit because they
nerfed him
realized he
real
was too
hard.
strong. Yeah.
Beat does no damage to bosses and uses ammo according to how much damage he deals to every enemy. So if an enemy has 6 health, for example, Beat uses 6 ammo to kill that enemy.
Yeah.
Second worst pattern.
Ah.
2 teleports right away.
Yeah. So Centaur's random whether he'll teleport or walk. You obviously want to see walks because then he'll stay on the screen for longer. The flashes though are not random.
No.
There's sort of a little manipulation you can do to prevent flashes by either having him in iframes or having you in iframes. If either of those things are the case, then he won't ever flash you.
We didn't know that for a long time, and so for a long time we were just like, if you got flashed, you did something wrong. We don't know why.
Yeah. Don't know exactly what you did wrong.
Now we know why.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, that's not good. That's one of my slides. Please jump.
So into the first X stage here. We'll be seeing both Jet and Pow in this stage. Jet to sort of clear these more vertical rooms, and then Pow
okay.
to
That was close.
Take the shortcut.
take the shortcut, yes.
And I'm not gonna do the dumb strat.
Okay.
It only saves a half second.
You mean the strat?
Yes. Oh man, I got the health. I'd rather have the health though than to die. We haven't talked about ledge clipping yet.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
Luckily, hopefully we won't see it. We haven't seen it yet, to my knowledge.
No.
But
I haven't ledge clipped.
there's a thing that sometimes when you land on a ledge in this game, it clips you through and then you just fall into whatever pit that is. So you gotta be careful in like dodging that health that's there, because hold on, fight. Okay. Yeah, you either pick it up or hit the few pixels that are safe, or it clips you off into the spikes. So
Yes.
it's a very scary spot.
Better safe than sorry with ledges in this game. Yeah, so then this fight, the Rounder 2 fight, is like pretty easy, honestly. The boss doesn't have any iframes. Its hitbox is a little bit weird. It's like on the sides. But you can essentially just drop the Flame Blast on the wall or the floor and it'll run right into it. Or you can try to save some time and look cool by actually landing the shots. Depends on how good you want to be.
This bridge is random as to how fast you can go on it.
Mm-hmm.
The blocks falling out either will or will not let you slide further. Hopefully it lets you slide a long distance, but it usually doesn't.
Yeah, and then Terrex switching to Tomahawk here. Tomahawk is like, it's kind of unfortunate how much use Tomahawk gets in the castle stages here, because a lot of castle bosses are weak to it.
Yeah.
I think there's what, 5 technically, if you're counting all 3 Wily phases that you have to use it on.
Wait, Wily's the final boss?
Oh, sorry. I mean Mr. X.
Mr.
obviously.
X.
Yeah. I was thinking of Rockman and Forte. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Obviously. You just got done playing that game, it's understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, so Power Piston here is kind of a jerk.
That was a
He
nice
does
fight
what he wants.
for what it was.
Yeah, no, really good.
I like that fight.
The rocks falling are annoying. The boss moving up and down is annoying.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to be positioned in exactly the right way to get the Arc of the Tomahawk to go where you want it to go.
Yeah, a lot of reading of the movements that he's doing and hoping that he stays where you read him at.
Yeah.
Most of my fight was okay, but the start of it was a little bit bad.
I had one missed shot where he dodged me, but otherwise it was a solid fight.
Yeah, so X3 is pretty much the jet adapter stage. Like, you're going to be using it for almost the entire stage. Just a small switch back to Buster here.
Please get up there. You can actually go too fast in this room and have the cannon turn around and fire you at you on the left side.
Oh, scary last screen here.
Yes. I was like, I know he's not talking because of how scary.
Yeah.
We'll do the same for Ppotdot.
Yeah.
Soup punch.
Yeah,
punch, punch.
this last screen can be kind of deadly at times. It's usually okay, but we'll see how my jet works here. It's actually a pretty good jet. We're gonna make sure we fly high to make sure we don't get sniped.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Get your Mertonger Z in chat if you have Franker Face Z.
Matonger Z?
Assuming it's been
Mertonger
updated
Z.
to me. Anyway.
The best boss. Yeah, this boss is actually weak to Blizzard attack, which is not the best
It's not.
weakness.
It's also a 3 damage weakness.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're gonna use Power Suit instead.
Now, this
Alright,
is
X4.
this is the scariest stage in the game. Like,
Yeah.
without question.
Lots of long horizontal screens with lots of pits in this stage.
Okay. It's part 1 done.
The platforms that do exist are also very small, so you need to be, a lot of the time you're going to need to be doing very small slide cancels.
I messed up checkpoint. Bacon shields.
Just gonna take this hit.
That right there is always a terrifying jump with that bullet coming straight at your face.
Alright, and then the last room. See how it goes.
Okay, I have just enough health I can do the flame fight.
Nice. Yeah, so there's 2 different options for fights here. You can use either Flame Blast or POW adapter. Flame Blast is a couple seconds faster,
Oh, I screwed it up though.
but it's a lot harder, and you do need to take some damage.
I'm just gonna swap over.
Yeah, probably a good call.
I had 1 hit left, so I missed the second shot, and that threw off my rhythm really far.
Yeah, I think the POW fight is pretty safe.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh, nice.
See if
Close
Ppotdot gets it.
range.
Failed!
Yeah, he got it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you've gained a lot of time on me.
I don't have my extra shot for Blizzard, though.
I have a lot of extra shots for Blizzard. Yeah, I was 1 hit left. I think I was much better to make the call to swap with the POW in the middle of that fight, which I've actually never done before. I've always toughed it out.
Yeah.
So that was kind of strange, but...
Yeah, by the way, it was Wily the whole time. Can you believe it?
Oh,
Gosh, no.
Freaking
Definitely
Wily,
not.
man. Nice, I got the
Alright.
movement through here.
So Wily 1 is basically like Screen Transitions, the musical. Like, there's lots of screen transitions, lots of short falling screens here.
All with one of the best tracks in the game.
Yes. We do want to be taking the shortcut here. The right path is a little bit faster than going all the way down.
Yeah, if you go the other way, you have to stay on jet and then like fly around and over spikes. And as you saw in X3, using jet is really slow whenever you actually have to hover. So you want to minimize that as much as possible.
Jet's horizontal speed is slightly slower while jetting than walking. So, want to minimize it as much as you can.
I remembered the cancel.
Alright, so Mechasaurus, this boss is cool. No, that's not fair. It's not really the boss's fault. So this boss has a pretty small hitbox. It's what, 3 pixels in width?
4.
4.
4. Okay.
Bad fight.
And the weird thing about this fight is that the small hitbox combined with how fast Yamato Spear moves means that there are just dead zones where it'll look like the spear should hit, but because it's traveling faster, it can jump over the entire hitbox and just miss.
Or we like to call him Puff the Magic Hitbox.
Yes.
I tried to do doubles there, but I had to bail out on him because he just was not cooperating.
Yeah, you can make it consistent by riding the platform into the wall, but that's slower than trying to get 2 hits per jump.
Oh, I got through but I heard the second Yoku.
I also heard second Yoku.
Oh man, he's really catching up. He's gonna win this race.
It's close. These are like 1 screen apart.
Nice small health or ammo drop so I could use flames once more. I took that super slow in there, huh?
Yeah, so wind is kind of laggy, but it is the boss's, so we want to be switching to it at some point. But using as much flame as you possibly can in this screen is probably good.
That was a sick fight, though.
Nice.
Shoutouts to BJW.
Shoutouts to
The bubble jumbo wheel.
I'm sure he appreciates it,
I'm sure he does.
wherever he is right now.
Yep.
Alright, so they're going to be picking up 2 of these refills here for Tomahawk. We do need it for both the Yamada Man refight and for all 3 Wily phases, so...
That was a good MM6 face, too.
Get
Nice.
off. Thank you.
Yeah, that menu looks really bizarre whenever you first see it. The reason is mostly because the game remembers which side of the menu you're on when you go up to Jet or POW. So because we want to come back to Flame Blast, which is on the left side, we want to go from the left side as well.
It'll come down a little bit more than Blizzard rules, Mellow.
I got 2 rolls. And I almost menued elsewhere instead of wind.
Congrats on average rolls.
Yeah. The average rolls is 2, but I also got them on the right wall. Usually it's on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 left rolls, so slightly below average.
That was a good flame.
Yeah, so the refights are mostly the same. The only real different one is going to be Windman. We are going to be using Centaur Flash. It is the slowest of the weakness fights, but it is definitely faster than Buster.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot. So, I didn't respect the iframes well enough on Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Hopefully I do better here.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks. Like, the iframes are deceptively long, like Ppotdot mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. It looks like I didn't kill him when I paused, but you just have a frame or 2 before he actually, like, dies to pause, and as long as I heard the death sound, I'm fine.
And you
You
do
can
want to be...
actually-
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
You can actually pause before the death sound, and he'll still die in a couple of cases.
Oh, I got the worst centaur pattern.
Yeah, you do want to be switching to Night Crusher actually in the refight before you teleport out. If you don't, you'll get a longer pause, again, for some reason.
It lasts for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
ran
didn't.
into Nightman.
I didn't have a case of Sir Jumpington on either of them, so that's good.
Ooh, this race is hot.
Oh, come on!
Oh no!
I'm so upset. I had it, and I fired the 5th one too early.
All right.
I fell. He's ahead.
Oh no!
He's gonna win this, and he game overed. I suck.
It's okay. It's gonna come down to capsule. Good luck.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, you can win on lucky capsule spawns for sure.
I'm gonna get the worst spawn twice.
So making sure not to slide off of that edge. If you slide off of that edge, you won't be able to grab the... You'll just fall past it.
Oh, nice. Small drop. I have more ammo to work with.
I have one less than perfect, or one more than perfect.
Second gate.
Alright, so we got 3 phases of Wily. That's the first one. Here's the second one. And then Capsule's going to be the 3rd phase. Time is going to end on as soon as Capsule's health hits 0.
Time.
Ah, worst spawn.
Nice.
Time.
GG.
G.
Frick, man.
G.
Close race. That was really close.
Yeah. I got a 4-hit with an off-screen hit pattern.
Oh yeah, you got the best. I had top right, then worst spawn, then bottom left.
Yeah.
Dang.
GG.
Yeah, good race.
Good race.
Nice job.
Nice job for you. You won when you game over.
I had to somehow pull that back.
Yeah.
Thank you for dying in Centaur.
That's true. I did die in Centaur. I forgot about that. I was like, there was somewhere I did something major that caused it, but
Most of your deaths were really fast, though. You had, what, 2 in clutch jump room, so...
Yeah, two fast clutch jump and then the game over in Blizzard.
Yeah, that was the only bad one.
I got bomb skip. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
that's
you
the
did.
takeaway.
Bomb skip, so you're the true winner of this race in our hearts.
I was hoping for another tie. We've tied in our races several times, so
We
I was
have.
kind of hoping for that. Oh well. Anyway, that's Mega Man 6. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody.
And thanks to our runners for that really good close race.